Hi everyone, welcome to N-vegasTv. Subscribe to this channel for more videos.
Welcome to Reaction with N-vegasTv. I am Oluwatosin Kolade. Today we shall be hearing people's reaction on the prolonged ASUU strike. For years, our educational sector has become a child play as a result of constant strike being embarked by our Nigerian lecturer. And how can this reoccurrence of strike be stopped permanently? Join me as we seek people's opinion to this.
My own take of this issue is that the federal government is not doing anything good at all for the betterment of the future of those students. I am a practical person. Most of these, our leaders in Nigeria, their children are not here in Nigeria, they are schooling in diaspora. Why should they take the future of the masses, the children of the masses, into their own hands and destroy their destiny? It's uncalled for. It's not fair at all. I call a spade a spade. Let the federal government go now and resolve with ASUU and call off the ASUU strike if they want posterity to speak best for them. I don't really care what anybody can say, but my own take is that let government, the federal government, go now and make the necessary payments with the ASUU and let those students go back to school. Because if the government in time of those leaders have not done everything good for them to attain their education, will they be there today? Why would they deceive ourselves? I'm a very practical man. I am against the federal government's lackadaisical attitude towards this. When I was in the university, got in 2001 then, there was prolonged ASUU strike like this, and ever since they've been promising ASUU, promising and promising, posing and posing. What takes them to give them their own part of the national cake? And these politicians are the one eating the percentage, the larger percentage, and they are doing nothing. Most of them, they are just ordinary O-level holders. Those professors that taught them, they fail to give them their rights. It's unfair. The posterity will not forgive them if they do not repent of their sin, because they've sinned against nature.
So, sir, what do you think the federal government and the ASUU as a union can do to avert the reoccurrence of strike in the nearest future, sir?
It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. The solution is in the hands of the federal government. The ASUU has made their demands, and those demands are clean, plain, straightforward. Let the federal government come to terms with ASUU and pay all their arrears and meet every demands, and put a policy in place that maybe they want the university system to be autonomous. Give them their own percentage of their budget and let it be constant. Nothing changes it. And let it be dropped into their account directly from the budget, and they will run their structure. Nothing which.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Your name, please.
I'm Stephen by name.
Sir, what is your reaction on the prolonged ASUU strike that has been on quite some months now, sir?
It's quite unfortunate that our system is no longer working. We're even tired of children being at home doing nothing. And that is why you see the crime rate growing every now and then. The problem is within the federal government and ASUU. They are yet to agree. Who do we hold responsible? ASUU says federal government says ASUU. Who do we hold responsible? Will the children remain like that forever? They are children, they are schooling in other places, which we cannot have that such money to send our children. They are just doing the youth. And they don't remember tomorrow they will be hurt with their children. Because by the time you train your children abroad today, and those ones that did not go to school here, when they come, it will become a problem to them. The best bet, let them call up the ASUU strike, let the children go, because it teaches them a lot of things, morally, attitude and all those things. Then they will now wake up to their dreams. How can a child be in this university for 8 years, 9 years? So what do we do? Who do we hold responsible? Who is telling us the truth? Is it ASUU or the federal government? We don't know. Tomorrow they will say this, next tomorrow they will say this. And our Western press is also contributing to it, because they are not telling us the truth. They are telling us of what they can sell or what they can write for you to praise them. That is a major problem.
So, sir, What do you think the federal government and ASU as a union can do to avert the reoccurrence of this strike?
To meet. If you make a projection, if you cannot meet up to that, and you step down, then let other people, then you meet in a team line, and it goes. We have never been this long on strike for this tenure, but it's going out of hand. What do you expect children to do? Then let them step back together and agree. Even if they cannot meet the standard, at least let something happen. Let them start to go to school.
Let's assume they actually sign the agreement. What do you think they can do to avert it, like for it not to come up again, like the ASU strike not coming up again?
You see, we have one mentality in our country, which is Nigeria. Those that are in the educational system, they hardly become education minister. So how do you know what is happening in the school? Those teachers, those people that told permanent secretary that are supposed to make as a minister, they don't have opportunity to go there because of our political terrain. So if you've been appointed and you don't know anything about education, you depend on the secretary. And if they advises you, you might not take it because it doesn't suit you. So those people in the team line of education, they are the ones that are supposed to be there. They know what is happening in the school. They can tell you the projection. They can tell you what is happening so that it will stop this strike. A minister can just come from anywhere because you have a godfather there. They'll make a minister of education. Meanwhile, you know nothing about education. So how will you fix it? It's difficult. So that is the problem. So let the right person be there, and it will be there. They know where it pinches them better than you just coming out of politics and you say, no, let me go for appointment. That's it.
It's a bad omen for Nigeria's education system. It has totally enrolled us a lot of opportunity in our educational system. I think the federal government and the ASU should do something about this quickly before our higher education system is totally collapsed. I believe the ASU has a point. They were fighting that the university education should be fully funded, should be upgraded, because they lack a lot of amenities and structures to improve the system. They lack research and fund and some of the other things like that. And the federal government is also telling them to understand that, okay, this demand cannot all met at the same time. So I think that is the problem on ground now. But at the same time, they are also fighting the issue of their payment by, maybe they call it UTS, something like that, universities, transparency, accountability solution, things like that. So I think federal government should accept that. They should give them full autonomy to operate and do a lot of, because it's not easy to be a professor, it's not easy to go to academic. So I think we need to take them serious. We need to take education serious. The government needs to do a lot in this aspect. We don't need to take it for granted at all. It's afflicting us. It's taking us back as a nation. And I think the government needs to do something about it fast.
It's quite unfortunate that the ASU strike is taking this long. You know, majority of our youth now, they are ventured into what they ought not to have ventured into because of the strike. Assuming they are in school and the system will already keep them busy. And because of the strike, you know, and ignorance now, you know, is the devil's workshop. So it's very, very unfortunate. And we are praying that things will turn around.
What do you think the federal government as a body, the federal government and the ASU as a body can also do to avert the reoccurrence of strike?
What we call an agreement. When there's an agreement, the both parties is bound by what brings them to that agreement. So I believe the federal government will be the one to act now if they want to really salvage the educational system of this country. You know, they should come to the terms of the agreement, since they had an agreement with the union. So if that is done, I believe the union too will do the needful. So that just, they should just come to the time with the union. If they have done that, I think they will not go back on strike again. But when the agreement is partially fulfilled, there's no how they will not go back. So it's high time they should come to term. They should just obey whatever that is the discussion they had with them. I don't know, but they know it. But they should just go to the drawing board where the agreement is made. Whatever they have agreed to do, let them do it, so that there will not be another strike. So I think that's what the government should do.
There's no government in this country right now. I didn't mean there's government in place. There wouldn't have been prolonged ASUU strike as it is. Even the professors and the people in the authority, they are not helping matters. Are the professors not? Are they not the people even guiding the INEC? Are they not those people preparing for an election? If they are not educated, can they be preparing for election? They living the future of the country. The children are the future of the country. So they want to finish this country as they are. The professors are not helping matters, and the people in the authority are not helping matters. We have no government in place.
So, sir, what do you think the federal government and the ASUU can do to end this strike, to forbid a reoccurrence in the nearest future?
The federal government and ASUU, they know what they are doing. They want this country to be a doom. They don't want the future of this country. We're supposed even to paralyze the whole system to know that there's no government in place. There's no discipline. Authority anywhere again. All of them are doing whatever they want, doing whatever they need. Even in security, everything, there's nothing in place in this country.
This is where we shall be saying goodbye on to this reaction with N-vegasTv. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Bye for now.